It was 52 years in the making, but the Rocky Mount High Griffons are back atop the prep football world here in the state of North Carolina. Hello, folks. Josh Walfish, joined as always by Foster Lander. Foster, I don't think we've been talking in August about this, but Rocky Mount High, state champions.
And I don't even think we were talking about this 5 weeks ago. We looked at the playoff draw and saw they probably would have to play Havelock. They did not, so they got some help there. But it's been an incredible 5 weeks, really, for Rocky Mount High. I mean, they've kept winning and keep making big plays when they need to. The Moorhead game, scoring the game-winning touchdown with 2 seconds left. And now again today, Chase Miller, 20-yard field goal in overtime to win the first state title in 52 years.
Well, B.J. Sanders certainly got us off to an exciting start, taking the opening kickoff 81 yards back for a touchdown. But South Point came right back with a nice long drive to tie the game at 7-7. It looked like Rocky Mount High, for the most part, was having some issues with the Red Raiders' offense. What ultimately do you think was the difference between Rocky Mount High getting the necessary stops and, when they were allowing the Red Raiders to basically run all over them?
Well, it's like what Jason Battle said after the game tonight, that it took them a drive to kind of adjust. It's hard to simulate what South Point does in the triple option on offense in practice. So they had to get their feet under them a little bit. They had to tackle a little better. And South Point still moved the ball a little bit. They finished under their season average, but some big fourth down stops there for Rocky Mount were what helped them get the job done.
Speaking of finishing below the season average, when you and I talked yesterday, I asked you for a key. You said run the football. 210 passing yards from Forrest Bell later, the Griffons are state champions. What did Bell do so well tonight that maybe he wasn't really able to do so much during the season?
Really, it was just a case of taking what South Point gave them. I mean, last week at Eastern Alamance, Rocky Mount High ran it 50 times, threw it 2. That's because they had the lead. And tonight, South Point's corners were backed off a little bit. They had some room to throw it, some comeback routes, some out routes, and that sort of thing. And they weren't really able to run the football on the perimeter, and that was okay. They just threw it.
Foster, we've talked about this last. You covered this team a lot this year. If you had to sum up this season for the Griffons in a sentence or two, what would it be?
For me, it's just toughness. I mean, these kids come from Rocky Mount, an area code that's tough on some of the young kids, and lose a JV teammate in the middle of the year, Levante Brown, and they've just kept coming back. They keep hitting you in the mouth, and they don't quit, and they've really been together all year. It's been a fun team.
Well, that is going to do us from here at the Telegram Football Insiders. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. I also want to send a special shout out back in the offices to our sports editor, Jesse Nunnery, and of course our 2 wonderful photographers who put up with the 2 of us filming these videos, Abby O'Leary and Adam Jennings. Don't worry, you'll get to see our beautiful faces next week when we start talking basketball season here on the Telegram Sports Channel.